Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Who's Miss Mace?
Again, I don't know what's going on today. I find it extremely
You gonna put the
rich
camera on
and
her?
offensive. So we're talking
There we
about
go.
civil rights. I'm the former ranking member on the Civil Rights Subcommittee.
Okay, so everything's about civil rights. All right, so she explained it a little more. Okay, I get it. She went a little. Okay, Miss Crockett that went back a little towards her, I guess, her family history, right? Down her roots, right? On how certain things started off, right? But I guess with her family, right? I mean that's not included for everybody, but I mean a lot of us got similar, stories when it comes to our ancestors, right? When we go diving down the rabbit hole, trying to learn about our roots and ethnicity, culture, and much more. So okay, let's see. Let's just continue. Maybe I can get a little more insight. I'm kind of getting it, but let's see.
Is something I believe in civil rights and civil liberties of all Americans. And we were talking about infringement of individual people. Also, quote, the right to privacy of individuals.
She about to get into the right of privacy of individuals. Blessings, Salah Jaban. Sally Jaban. My bad. Sally Jaban. Don't start, Ray. Don't start. Blessings, Uncle L. Don't start messing up with names today, Rachel. Don't start, man. We're going to be on this John for a little bit, man, because I got to pick up my daughters. What it do? Blessings. Welcome to the live, right? We're going to see what this video is about. I guess they're talking about civil rights, right? Ms. Crockett went into a little detail about her ancestry, right? And she's about to get into it right now, to explaining to us about, I guess, why this meeting is taking place, right? So I'm actually reviewing and reacting with everybody. So listen, man, if y'all get something before I get it, let a shorty know, man. Because sometimes, man, it's sometimes just, it's just real hard sometimes to find someone as slow as me. I be catching on so slow, so late sometimes. But I get it. But I appreciate y'all. Let's see how this is going to get into, man. Allegedly, they get into a heated debate. So let's see why, two senators, two Congress people, right, are getting into a heated debate about civil rights. I was asked to see who was right and who was wrong in this situation. But let's continue. I won't know unless I finish the video. There might be a part 2. I'm not sure, but let's continue while we got the chance.
Coming from a party that can't define what a woman is.
Whoa. Did I fast forward?
Extremely ranking member on the Civil Rights Subcommittee. So we're talking about civil rights. I'm the former ranking member on the Civil Rights Subcommittee, something I believe in civil rights and civil liberties of all Americans. And we were talking about infringement of individual people. Also, quote, the right to privacy of individuals. Coming from a party that can't define what a woman is won't give women the right to privacy.
Damn.
You all want men with penises, chicks with dicks.
Damn.
In the bathroom with us. You want women to be forced to undress in front of men in the locker room and in dressing rooms. And it's so hypocritical for you to sit here and say and be, screaming from the rooftops about right to privacy and civil rights when you don't respect women. And you don't respect women who've been raped, women who are victims of sexual abuse.
Preach.
And you want me, a victim of rape, a survivor of rape, to go into a locker room and be forced to undress in front of a man? You have to be effing kidding me. So I don't want to hear about you talk about rights, individual rights, civil rights, because you can't find the courage from the 60s to fight for women all around America. Fight for women like me, every single woman. And as a
Yo, listen. I think she's a Senate. It's my first time hearing Mrs. Mace, yo. But let's see, yo. Preach. Yo, wait, I don't know if y'all can see the hand. Preach, yo. I'm with you, yo. Chicks with dicks got me on a meeting, though. She's like, yo, coming from a party who can't understand what a woman is. She say, y'all that accept chick with dicks. Like, I mean, but I get where she's coming from, right? Like, I've said this before, right? Like, we live in a world, right? Like, damn, I'm not even on the right. I'm not even on the right StreamYard. Shit. I need to hurry up and pay for my StreamYard. Listen, we live in a society, right, where it's crazy to say it, right, where, you know, it's unfortunate, right? We got men trying to be women, right? And you flipping the scripts, right? You got women trying to be men, unfortunately, right? Like, it's crazy as hell, right? But it's true. It exists, right? And one thing I could honestly sit here and tell you is, right, I don't know my grandmom that much, but I sure as hell know my grandpa. Right. And he used to come and see me, visit my brothers and sisters and all that. He used to always have stories, especially about the war, about, you know, about his time in PR and his time here in the United States and stuff like that. Right. How when he was young, you know, he had so many women. I mean, that man got a lot of, he got a lot of kids. Like, I got a lot of aunts and uncles. Like, they was very big. I just wonder how the hell that they have time to sit here and just make so many kids. Like, a woman could only get pregnant once, you know, throughout the year. Like, jeez. But anyways, right? Telling me the stories, right? And when they used to talk about these situations, right? Like he used to really get mad, right? Because he used to try to like explain it, and back then I didn't understand, right? Until I got a little older, right? Why he used to come at, you know, certain ones of my cousins or certain ones of, you know, in Spanish, in English is different, right? It's just cousins, whether they female, right, or male. In Spanish, you gotta say primos or primas, right? So like when he would come at them and, you know, say that, you know, you can't do this, this is like this, but he used to use the F word, right? I'm gonna say it in. Damn, I wonder if they'll block me if I say it in Spanish. Listen, I ain't gonna risk it, but I'm gonna just start it off with, you know, Mari. So I used to be, you know, and then he used to go down, you know, used to break down these stories, and as a kid I didn't understand, but now that I'm older, I really, really understand. And it's crazy, right? A man is a man, a woman is a woman, and it's not even crazy because that's what it is. That's how it should be, right? Unless you're born a hermaphrodite, right? You see where I'm coming from? At the end of the day, even as a hermaphrodite, right? You would still have to have all the women parts, right, in order to give birth. If you don't have the women parts, right, you could have, you know, how can I say it? You could have all you want, but you won't get pregnant. You see where I'm coming from? Like, and in order to get another, you know, woman pregnant, right? you would have had to have the male parts in you, right? So I don't care what role people play or what they pretend to, you know, be here in life, right? At the end of the day, a man is a man, a woman is a woman. Like, for a man to be a woman, he has to, you know, go through surgery, unless, like I said, once again, they're born a hermaphrodite. A man cannot give birth. And it is true what she just said. It's real uncomfortable, right? As a survivor, it is real uncomfortable to have to walk into a bathroom, right? And because this man thinks that he's a woman, we have to sit here and take that shit. We have to be uncomfortable, you know, being in the gyms and the locker rooms, men getting undressed in front of us because they think that they're a woman, but yet, and between their legs, they still got a cane. They got to, you know, use, like, they got to still hold, you know, the fucking snake to take a leak. Like, come on, man. Like, people don't understand. Like, this shit is confusing the shit of our kids at the same time. But where's the privacy for the women? Where's the rights for the women when the men are allowed to do this? And what's crazy is, right, you don't see the women trying to be in the men's locker rooms. They be trying to be men in the streets, trying to be tough as shit, right? Especially, you know, I'm sorry to say it, right? I'm not bashing or bringing nobody down, but it's the truth, right? Like, you got the lesbians, right? They into women, right? At one point, they probably was into men, but I was told, right, and I'm not coming at nobody, I was told that a real lesbian, you know, never took dick. You see where I'm coming from? That's a real lesbian. Like, she's still, I guess, a virgin, you know, from what I was told. She's only been with women, never experienced a man. But from what I've been told, right, a lot of the lesbians out here that say, oh, I'm only into women, end up cheating on women with men. I mean, listen, I've heard so many stories. You see where I'm coming from? That it's like crazy, but I don't see them trying to be in the men's bathroom. You see where I'm coming from? Like, it is so much going on, right? Like, man, it's sad. Man is playing God. Yeah, man is playing God at the end of the day. Like, Uncle L ain't lying on that part, yo. One is uncomfortable. Two is fucked up and messed up. I mean, I couldn't put it better than that. And like I said, once again, as a survivor, as a warrior, as a surviving warrior, right? Because I'm way more than just a survivor. I'm a warrior. I don't want to be in a locker room where men thinking they're women and they're changing in front of us, or we have to sit here and change in front of them. Listen, as a surviving warrior, I've overcome, right, a lot of the things that happened to me in my past, right? But one thing I can't sit here and tell you is that I'm going to feel comfortable with any man in a locker room with me, any man in a bathroom with me. So what, I'm going to have to sit here and have my baby pop chaperone the whole time? You see my whole point? See, people don't understand the consequences behind these actions. Even like if y'all can't tell that a man is a man regardless of anything, y'all don't remember the case about the man that, said, oh, I'm a woman. I feel like I'm a woman. Motherfucker still had third leg intact. Like he still had his baseball bat ready to fucking cop a field and everything. They transferred him to the fucking women's prison, right? Oh, he's a woman. He's a woman. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Next thing you know, you got 2 females, 2 inmates knocked the fuck up. But he's a woman. He's a woman. Let me find out that a motherfucking woman can get another fucking woman pregnant nowadays. She don't even have semen, or she don't have a dick. She don't got none of that shit, but she can get another fucking woman pregnant nowadays. I mean, I think the only way that shit is possible is she went to the fucking sperm bank where the men go over there and look at magazines or probably videos, or I don't know, probably think of the fucking person that they're in love with and jerk off and leave that shit in a little fucking, what is it, container, vial. You see where I'm coming from? And they probably steal that shit and fucking, I don't know, I guess injected in one of them little fake dildos and try to knock another bitch up. Listen, I don't know. I'm trying to be a detective. I'm in my Inspector Gadget, Sherlock Holmes type bag right now. Like, listen, let's continue. You know what, Ray? Your channel got striked one time. Woo, Ray, chill. You still need this channel.
Rape survivor. I shouldn't have to explain to you why women have rights and why women, when we're in the bathroom, when we're in the locker room, when we're in a dressing room, why I don't feel safe when there is a man nearby.
Thank you.
And the fact that we're going here and we're going to say all these things is the ripeness of hypocrisy on the Hill. People need to tell the truth. And if we're going to talk about the rights of individuals,
I mean, that's true. It's crazy enough that, those that don't understand, right, or know, right, that are, I mean, and I'm not saying that people that are, all people that hop on rainbows are like that, right? I'm not saying that everybody in the community is like that. Not everybody, listen, it's just fucked up that I don't know if it's the ones in this era or the ones that were in that era, came to this era, somehow in some portal type shit and bumped their head and caught amnesia, right? But listen, I didn't grow around this, right? Listen, what happens in between them 4 walls, right? That closed door, and in between them sheets is between them 2 people. I don't give a fuck what your sex preference is, right? But nowadays, these people is trying to put this shit in our kids' head, and it's not every one of them, right? Listen, let me put it like this. This is a disclaimer, right? If the shoe fits, wear that bitch, right? And if it doesn't apply, let it fly. Because once again, I'm speaking on those that are like that, not those that are not. You see where I'm coming from? So, I mean, listen, I'm just giving that disclaimer right there. That's on you. If you take what I'm saying to be towards you, because I'm not, I'm just speaking in general. But I think it's kind of fucked up, right? Another thing is, y'all don't think that men feel uncomfortable in the bathrooms, in locker rooms, when men, the other men that think that they're, either hopping on rainbows or thinking they're women, right? Can't take no for an answer. You see where I'm coming from? Like, there are, our straight men don't want that shit. I don't give a fuck how much this fucking man thinks he's a woman or pretends to be a woman or dresses to be a woman, right? Plenty of men don't like that shit. And I've seen a lot of men lose their lives trying to do that shit. So men get uncomfortable too. So I get the whole privacy shit, right? But hello, men and women want their privacy too. Neither one of them want to get it violated. I mean, it's crazy because I got to really cut this shit down the middle. Because the same way we feel uncomfortable with this bullshit, the men feel uncomfortable with this bullshit. And I get where she's coming from. And she was just speaking on the rape victims, right? But let's also speak on the men's rights, right? Real quick right there while she's speaking about the bathrooms and all that shit. I've heard plenty of men feel so uncomfortable. But the crazy part is, right? Men and men, right? They can handle that shit. But then where's the respect? The men don't get that shit. In the women. If the situation, right, that happened in the in the women's present happened before, what makes y'all think it won't happen again? So why are we letting these type of things slide? Is my point. It shouldn't even be happening. If right is right and wrong is wrong, why are these things happening?
We have to talk about it. Everybody has rights, including women. And at some point,
Facts.
men are infringing on the rights of women. We just had it today.
Not all men.
We just had a vote about.
I mean, listen, man. I just want to cut in there for her, right? Because sometimes, I don't know if it's the meetings or the timing that they got, but I don't think she's speaking on all men, right? So men, don't take it all for y'all, right? She's just speaking on the men that are like that.
Protecting women and girls in sports. And I believe it wasn't one, it was two people from the Democrat Party who voted to protect women's rights in sports today.
Mm-hmm.
Two. Yeah. So this is, Mr. Chairman, this is a deeply offensive conversation to me.
Damn, only two people voted to protect women's rights out of the Democrat Party, out of all the Democrats? Oh, wow.
Me today. We want to talk about real freedom. Women have freedom in this country. Women have the freedom to go to a private women's only space and not see a man in it.
Yep.
Women have the right to change and not be feared that somebody with their sexual perversion, someone who's confused about their gender.
Facts.
We have the right to feel safe in these spaces. We have the right to know that we're not going to have trans people filming us in the bathroom. How many of these trannies are taking selfies? These men are taking selfies in women's spaces, in the bathroom. It's gross. It's disgusting. So if we're going to talk about civil rights, let's talk about the rights of women in this country and how you are stripping them away every single day.
Facts.
And you're doing it in your legislation. You're doing it in your messaging. You're doing it on X. You're making women feel unsafe in this country. And you're making the opportunity for women and girls to be raped, to be sexually abused in this country, even
they don't want to hear that
than they've ever been.
That's some
so
facts.
Don't come over here with your attitude and talk to me about rights when you're trying to take my rights as a woman, a rape survivor, away. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.
To the lady.